to another episode of Sippin Around the World with Sarah. Today, we are going to be in Italy, specifically the Abruzzo region, that's in central Italy, right along the Adriatic coast. We're going to be exploring this wine here, Montepulciano d'Abruzzo. So this is a famous wine in the Abruzzo region of the Montepulciano grape, a really fun one to try today. Some fun facts about Italy in general is it is a country that's completely almost surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea on all sides. And that's why from north to south of that long line of that Italian coastline, you're going to find vineyards pretty much everywhere all over Italy because that Mediterranean coast acts as a really good moderating factor to all the vineyards. So it keeps them, not too cold and not too hot. Keeps them that nice and in that in-between level you need for the proper ripening and acidity levels of grapes. Also, if you want to know, the highest planted red grape in Italy is Sangiovese, and the highest planted white grape is Trebbiano. So if we're going to jump into this bottle we're exploring today, Montepulciano d'Abruzzo, I feel like the first thing I need to mention is a common confusion that comes with this wine. You can see this Montepulciano d'Abruzzo, which means it is the Montepulciano grape of the Abruzzo region of Italy. There is another wine you can see at the store called Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. Sounds kind of like the same thing, right? They're actually two completely different wines. This is a Montepulciano grape. That other one is a Sangiovese. So basically, if you think about how they're saying it, Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, they're saying the noble grape of Montepulciano. So Montepulciano in this case is the region. So that's a region, a town in Tuscany. And the noble grape in that town is Sangiovese. So they're telling you there that you're looking at a Sangiovese-based wine. Here, it's telling you this is a Montepulciano grape of the Abruzzo region of Italy. Lots of confusing things like that in Italy, so just stay sharp when you're looking at bottles. Next, we're going to see the seal along the top. It does tell us DOC, so that is the second highest quality level in Italy, DOCG being the highest, IGT being the third, and then Vino di Tavola being the fourth. We look at Passetti, that is written here on the bottle, and at the top, that's going to be your producer. Here on the back, they tell you the name again, DOC. 2016 is the year, so this is about 4 years old. Montepulciano is definitely known to be one of those wines you can age for a pretty long time, so I'd probably be able to hold on to this if I wanted for a couple more years, and that's because of its high acidity and high tannin it tends to have, act as those natural preservatives in the wine. This is a 13.5% alcohol, so good moderate alcohol there. And let's go ahead and give it a good try. So first, you're always gonna look at your wines. We're gonna give it a nice swirl and look at those deep, it's like a deep ruby, almost like purple in that color, and give it a good swirl. And we see those wine legs coming down, like moderate, like I think it's pretty like average alcohol with being at 13.5. Right on the nose, I'm definitely getting blackberry, a little bit of like tobacco and spice, and just like a really earthy kind of gravelly characteristics, which is tends to be kind of like what Italy, I think, is known for. They really show their terroir, as they say in their wines. And give it a good swirl. Ooh, the first thing that hits me with this wine is the tannin. It really is kind of a high tannin wine, and you know that from the drying out sensation you get along your mouth when you drink it. It's almost like I'm having to smack my lips because it's very tannic. But there is a good amount of acidity too, so I would say it is pretty structured, pretty balanced. Definitely on that higher tannin side though, which is why maybe a few more years of aging would do this wine really well by softening those tannins a little bit. And then other than that, I still get those definitely like earthy, gravelly notes, like that tobacco and spice, and like black fruit, kind of dark cherry notes as well, maybe a little bit of like plum. And then it's definitely like this good like long finish wine. I think this is a really structured, firm kind of intensity wine. So if you're gonna pair this with any food, I would say, beef, like don't be scared. Like this can kind of match up to a lot of big foods. So your big beef, your hearty pasta, anything with tomato sauce, a chili, those tannins love fat because that tannin when that fat kind of coats your mouth with any of these high fat foods, the tannin comes in and kind of wipes your mouth clean. So in the way acidity can be a palate cleanser for any sort of like highly acidic foods, tannin can be a great palate cleanser for your fatty foods. So I got this for $17.99 at K&L Wine Merchants. So not bad at all for like a really nice structured wine that can stand up to a lot of your big meats. And just a really fun wine to try from the Abruzzo region of Italy. Really gets you feeling like you're tasting a little bit of that earth and that vineyard there in Italy. So let me know what you think of the video, and if you've ever tried this wine or some of your favorite international wines that you've tried. And I'll see you next time on Sippin' Around the World with Sarah. Cheers.